And the founder of Project Veritas says he believes there's a transparency revolution happening when it comes to exposing voter fraud and mainstream media. One America's Caitlin Sinclair has that one-on-one interview with James O'Keefe.
We're joined here by the lovely James O'Keefe. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So James, I think right now what we're hearing from so many of our viewers, from so many of the American people, is what they're so angry about is that we are continuing to hear this hypocrisy from the media mob. These are the same people that refused to accept the 2016 election results. And now here they are attacking President Trump, his supporters, people like yourself, who are doing that hard work behind the scenes fighting for our election integrity. I mean, how do we even begin to wrap our heads around this hypocrisy?
Well, I think the media has to be exposed, and you saw us do that this week with these CNN tapes. Even one of them, the CEO or the president of CNN, Jeff Zucker, saying that you're a threat to national security if you even look into voter fraud, which is pretty amazing. We've done work exposing voter fraud in Minnesota and Texas, where we actually caught people exchanging money for ballots. We caught a woman in Texas bragging about how she can buy thousands of votes for money. And these media organs of propaganda have viciously attacked my character. I've sued the New York Times for defamation. I intend to win that lawsuit. And I think we have to fight back. I think the people are awakened. The sleeping giant has been awakened. A brave insider at CNN has come to me. And you have this happening. And you have a lot of whistleblowers coming to Project Veritas, to Veritas tips at protonmail.com. I know I'm supposed to not look in the camera, but there's my free pitch there. So, yeah, I think it's a transparency revolution happening.
And like I said, though, the average American, they don't trust anything right now. They don't feel safe. They don't feel protected. I mean, it's a sad time in our country where citizens don't even know where to go to for credible news. I mean, what are the folks, you travel, you're out there, you're talking to people, what are the folks telling you about their level of trust right now in the media?
I think people are cynical and a little hopeless, and they need something to believe in. And you know, there's this Charles Murray wrote a book about government is in a state of sclerosis where solutions are outside of the legislative process. People need something to believe in. They need something to fight for. I think what's going to happen potentially is government will be even more divided in 2021. And there needs to be information that people can trust. There has to be, government exists with the consent of the governed. And that consent has to be not made up. It can't be manufactured. It can't be fake. And what we see in these CNN tapes are an attempt to create a narrative, not to reveal any facts. It's the farthest thing from journalism I know. So I think the citizens of this country have to become journalists themselves. That is the end state that we want to see in the country. And I am going to hopefully recruit an army of whistleblowers to do that.
Now, you've said it yourself, James, that you believe election integrity is possible with organizations like Project Veritas that are exposing this fraud. I mean, we know that you guys have people on the ground in pretty much every state where this foul play is taking place. But how can we assure the citizens that maybe want to get out there and they have information, they're not really sure how to come out? What would your message be to them tonight?
My message tonight is, my speech tonight is centered around the idea of giving people hope. You don't have a choice, right? You can't live with yourself if you're in Dominion or if you're in the USPS or if you're in the FBI and you're betrayed by what those organizations are supposed to stand for. We are the place you can go. I get asked everywhere, what can I do? What can I do? Well, this is something you can actually do. And we'll tell your story. I mean, you can't go to CNN. You can't go to the New York Times. New York Times will actually sell you out. They won't tell your story.
Most likely. So
there's not many places for people to go. So go to Project Veritas.
There's folks out there that they have information and they don't know what to do with it. And all they need is that 4-letter word. They just need some hope.
It's Veritas tips at protonmail.com. It's encrypted. We will tell your story.
There it is, folks. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Visit OANN.com for immediate access to all the clips you've been waiting to see.